Hey, how's everybody doing? We are back in Timberborn again after yet another update with some rather unusual changes. Um, the big thing for me though this time is I've got most of the mods working, but the only one I couldn't get working was the More Paths mod. So anywhere I used a path other than the regular, you'll see that we have an unconnected building. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good day. We've got a little bit of building here to do this morning. Lots of paths. I am doing pretty well. Running just a minute or two behind, but other than that, not too bad. Last time we got through a whole bunch of stuff and we get to finally test it out this time. However, before we do that, I gotta connect everything back up. So, we're going to just take some nice, boring, regular paths and start connecting stuff back up. So, what is this? Okay, that's not connected to anything. Why is that not connected to anything? I must have used a different path to get up there. There we go. How's that? Okay. Well, I'm going to be working on putting all these wonderful roads back. There we go. Let's get all of those in, all of those in, and all of these in. And now let's go down and underneath here so we can see to put these roads in. There we go. Draw them back in here. Right back in here. All the way down here. Got a lot of them here that need redrawn in. There we go. Unconnected building 3. Ah, yes. Over here. In the maple corner. There we go. Now I'm sure there's some left that I have not connected. Not building-wise, but probably convenience-wise. So if anybody happens to see one or see a road that's broken, let me know. We'll get that fixed. All of that is still in there. You're still in there. That's all in there now. This looks good. All right, well, we've got that. Let's start her up and see what happens. Well, so far, so good. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Oh, there was... They changed the water. That's right. So this is going to be a bit of a problem. This update seemed more about inconveniencing players than it did about anything else. So those are all not going to work. We'll have to make slightly larger places for water. Well, that's not a huge deal. Let's say, let's make one this big. We'll take those out. Let's take an area this large out. We'll take an area this large out. And then over here, because the water is so far down, these are not green either. You know, we're going to start with that. We'll see how that's gonna work for us. If not, we'll figure something out. So this is now all dry, because this isn't holding its weight anymore. However, again, all we really got to do is just take out more trees. We'll just do this. We're not low on pine anyway. There we go. All right, we'll get them started on that. This is all still green, except for right there. Feel like it should be, but oh well. All right, what do we have over here? Yep, same problem. So, again, we'll just make a larger area and see what it can cover. There's this. We've got a river here. I can probably take out a couple more of these. This, let's see how we can change this around. So if I just made it, I just cut off here. Actually, if I just, what is taking out the trees? Ah, good question. So this particular update changed how the irrigation works yet again, and now the area of irrigation is based on how large or how wide the body of water is. The deep doesn't matter, the wide does. So what I'm doing is going around, and all these places where there was a water dump, I'm just making them slightly larger. So it was more of an inconvenient update than an actual useful one, because these fluid dumps here can cover a pretty big area. I mean, 4 of them, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them cover this entire area here, and I could probably cut out 2 and it would still be fine. So yeah, other than inconvenience the players slightly, I'm not sure what they were doing with this update. So we're going to do the same thing around all of the different water places. Yeah. That last update that just came through was a bit unusual. Is there a road here? I don't know. There is one now. So they've got this. Ah, they added this too, which I appreciate the effort on there. Do I have a Discord? No, I have not set one up yet. I will here eventually, but I'm working my way toward 500 subs on YouTube, and I figure at about that size I will try. I don't have a moderating staff, so that makes it a little bit harder to run a Discord, but if I get enough people that want one, I will eventually put one together. There we go. All these in here. Gonna blow those up. Those are all gonna be blown up. Are there any other areas? This sort of. Those are all dry. I will, if I make one, I will definitely announce it on my community tab over on my my YouTube main page there. Probably in a couple of other places too, but definitely there. Did I miss something? Oh, I'm just running at a really slow speed. That's why. That's completely understandable. But I thank you for offering. Here we go. 2.53. Okay. They are filling that up down there. Eventually it'll come around and fill all this up over here too. Great. Well, I hope things get better for you. Oh, here's a small change that I remembered. This is one of the better changes. They changed this back to green. I think it looks better as green. It makes more sense as green because it looks different from the bad water. And it just makes it at a distance, makes it easier to identify. Let's take that out of there. All right, those are done. Yeah, it was one of the better things I think they did. See? Now it covers most of these trees in here. I could definitely extend it out again, and I just might if I want more of this covered. But really, that's all you had to do to change that over. It seems like more of a minor inconvenience than anything. And I don't know why they would just want to minorly inconvenience everybody. Let's go this way and around this way, over here, and that. Once that's in, we'll take these out, and that'll take care of all of the water there. How is my reservoir doing today? Not too bad. We've got water coming out this side. It is definitely filling all of this up. Yeah, that's what it seems like. My favorite was that big splash screen that changes, or that comes up right as the season changes. I mentioned this in the video that's coming out later today, but this changes how we organize crops. It just means you have to make this slightly bigger. I mean, it wasn't like it seemed like a change just to make things more inconvenient. But anyway, the strangest one that I thought was that whole splash screen thing. It was supposed to tell you when a season changed. To me, that's not very useful. I mean, the music does that, but what would have really been more useful would have been like a warning at 0.5 or 0.1 days. Right now it's at 3, but in 3 days there's a lot of stuff that can happen in this game. So to me, that huge splash screen that comes up, well, the art on it's really nice. I like it. It felt like what I said in my video that's coming up is it felt like that thing where you Have you ever followed somebody in your car or been following somebody and they turn on their blinker after they turn? That's what it feels like. It's kind of like, that's a nice thought, but it doesn't really help that much. All right, let's make this area bigger. There we go. There's all the water back there. Minor inconveniences. Oh, I forgot. They also added this stuff. You have to actually have stuff to run some of the attractions now. Which, you know what? It's an inconvenience, but I can kind of understand it. This one I can kind of let pass. Although, why a temple needs extract, I don't know. I probably don't want to know. There we go. How are you doing? More extract for you. Yeah, I might have to make one of these a little bit bigger. Just make another one here. Maybe another one in here. Uses extract to keep the worshippers in line. That reminds me of a certain... Oh, what is this? Can I lower this down? Oh, I can't lower that down. I don't know why that didn't automatically do that. Reminds me of a certain service I saw once at a friend's house where they had a special, I guess you could say, incense carrier in their service. Somebody got out of line and they got whacked with the incense carrier. So, yeah, maybe that's it. Drink the Kool-Aid. But it's green flavored. It's the green Kool-Aid. That's what you need. Is that the lime? Yeah, well. All right, so this is okay. We'll keep an eye on this just in case it gives us troubles, but they should have a river next to them most of the time. This is okay. Let's go ahead, blow this up, and we shouldn't have to worry too much about irrigation distance there. But yeah, I just had to... Yeah, I could say that. That's fair. That is fair. I had a friend in college that was Catholic, and we always gave him a little bit of trouble around Lent because our group would always go eat at Long John Silver's during Lent. But that was about the only thing that I remember about it. I think he was the only one that was Catholic in the group, though, so... Let's see. Would you look at that? We have got water to spare. Bad tide approaching. Well, I don't think we will get our reservoir even filled this time. That's a little unexpected, but not terrible. You have to give up some things. See, I would be terrible at that. Oh, here's one that I forgot. It is a very large reservoir. I'm hoping that eventually stores enough water for the entire map, but we'll see. And they both have outlets down at the bottom here to help fill stuff up. Pizza. You know what? That is perfectly understandable. I too love pizza. I am fairly picky, though, when it comes to my pizza. For as much as I love it, yeah, I am fairly picky about it. We'll do this. I really only eat just sausage pizza. Just occasionally, I will do hamburger on a pizza. But anything beyond that is just a no. Vegetables and fungus do not belong on pizza. I guess technically tomato is a vegetable, but that doesn't count. Without tomato, it's not a pizza, it's just flatbread. There we go. All right. I think maybe we're caught up with what we need. A lot of that taken care of. Occasionally, I'm forced to stomach pepperoni or just plain cheese. But I don't do anything else. I stay away from the pineapples. I stay away from the mushrooms, the anchovies. Building needs power to operate. What do you mean you don't have power? Can I not connect something in here? You have power there. You have power here. Here. Did I forget to put power in under this bridge? Salamis and sausages like that. Things like kielbasa, pepperoni, or bacon. I want to like bacon on a pizza, but I just couldn't. For some reason, it just never quite sat right for me. It just didn't. Don't get me started on the Canadian version. That's not bacon, that's just ham. How is this? Are they still filling up over here? Or is that at the level it's supposed to be? Oh, you know what? I think I've got these set to 2.6. Where are you at now? Oh, you should still be going. Oh, I see. That was the only one I had set up. $2.6. British bacon. British bacon? I'm not sure I've ever had British bacon. There's regular bacon. Is that British bacon? It's definitely filling up. What is this one at? 2.6, 2.6. Do I want to be picky and put both of them exactly 2.6? Maybe. 2.57. From the loin, not the belly. Sounds interesting. Speaking of bacon, though, there is something here in my area that people call a bacon chop. I don't know if I've ever heard any other areas have that. It is excellent. There is nothing comparing to it. Basically, they take a pork tenderloin, as far as I can tell, and then they take bacon and they wrap the whole tenderloin in bacon. Then they have a machine that presses them together. Then they season the whole thing like bacon. Ooh, I better check and make sure everything shut correctly here. Did you shut correctly? You shut correctly. Did you shut correctly? You did. You opened. Okay. Good. Good. That's what we wanted to see. But they press it all together. They treat the tenderloin bacon like you would normal bacon and get it all prepared there. And then they sell that, and you cook it just like you cook normal bacon, but it's like a huge, juicy piece of bacon. And it is amazing. But I've not seen many other places actually have that. .6 and 2.6. There we go. Salt cured or smoked? I think it is salt cured. I don't get the flavor that it is smoked. I live in the middle of Illinois. I've not heard about that. It is very, very good. You ever get a chance, Google and see if there's any place near you that makes a bacon chop. We have a couple of, they're like meat places around here, but a couple of grocery stores have them as well. Now I want bacon chops. I gotta see if I can pick up some of those. There we go. See, everything is green again. I'm not sure. What I'd kind of like to know about this update that I haven't tried yet is if I had something like this that was a canal, this would be a whole bunch of water tiles touching each other. Does that mean it goes out farther this way? Because that doesn't make any logical sense. But game-wise it does. A bunch of recipes, so it's a popular thing. Yep. Definitely, if you get the chance, I would highly recommend it. They are very good. Oops, I forgot to fix this one. There we go. See? Come for the Timberborn gameplay, get cooking tips. Things you never knew you needed to know. Don't come to me for cooking tips, though. Love cooking, so I wish I loved cooking. Cooking is literally that one chore. Everybody has one chore that they hate more than every other chore possibly combined. And for me, that is cooking. I can clean all day. I can organize. I can do all of that. But that being said, cooking, nope. Baking I can live with. Still, again, not my first and foremost favorite thing to do, but baking I can live with. Cooking, oof. I'll tell you the story of my my first apartment. The first place I lived after moving out of my parents' home many years ago. The place that I was living with, we're not going to talk about the guy I was living with. He was kind of strange, my roommate. Met him in college. Odd fellow. But I can bake some things, but I don't normally do. I make cookies. This time of year is cookie making time. So yeah, it's all about cookies around here for me. This time of year, at least. Do I need this? I think I still need this one. That's all right. But this guy, do I have those set to cut? I don't want to cut those. Cut those. Not that. Anyway. But this guy that I used to live with, who was very weird, it came to a point where they pretty much ate all of the food in the house, and I wasn't about to go out and buy food for them just to eat all of it again and not contribute anything back. So the only thing in the house was a bag of potatoes. So I ate a baked potato for every meal for a month. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baked potato. And it didn't bother me that much because, like I said, I don't like cooking. And while eating the same thing all the time can get on your nerves, to me, it was still not as bad. Eventually moved on from there, but yeah, never will forget that. Living off of baked potatoes for every meal all the time gets to you. No, there is nothing. I don't even like making peanut butter sandwiches for myself. I am thoroughly convinced if there wasn't somebody else cooking food for me, I would have starved long ago. Oh yes, I've been married for quite a while. I'm a bit of an unusual VTuber. I'm old and I'm married. Is water level going up at all? Not really. 56. Well, see, that's still plenty young. Okay. Well, maybe I should look at... There's another one I forgot. Well, I will find all of these things for the update. Eventually. Let's make those that big. I hope I live to be 100. You know, some days I would completely agree with you. I hope to live to 100. Other days, it's like, well, yep, this is a thing. Let's see what we have over here. We have quite a bit going on over here, but nothing that spectacular. Oh, I had roads going to this mine, didn't I? That would probably make sense. Okay, well, where should we start a village over here? Do I want to fill this area with water? That's another good question. I definitely could. Fill all that with water. You know what? I think you're right there. What I think I'm going to do that, let's take these out. And let's toss in one of these water pumps. Mechanical fluid pump. What's keeping me from... You know what? I shouldn't have taken those out. I should have thought that through. Oh well. You know what? We'll replace it with one piece. There we go. Alright. Well, that is definitely underneath there, but not quite up to the line yet. Wondering if I should just release some water here. How high up did that get? High enough. There we go. Now the question is, how do I get power over there? That's a long way to go for power. Also, I think I would need to close this end off. Are there any other ends to this? I don't think this will be the only one of these we need, but definitely will be a start. Let's make our way across here. It really was. It's still kind of a long walk. I really need to get a district over here at some point, but I definitely would agree that we need water first. You could use the bad water for power. Yeah, you sort of could. I mean, I could open it up and let it flow out here, and that would give me power in 2/3 of the seasons. But it definitely wouldn't give me power all of the seasons. Let's put you across there. So we might just go with wind power. I have power right here. I could probably drag across. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Actually, this is powered. And most of these... That one, I think, can be built from there. No, not. I have to figure out a way to get out there just for that one particular one. I'll figure that out. Did that fill this up? Not even close. Let's see. Well, let's let out a bit more and see what happens. While it's doing that, though, we'll see if we can figure out... Maybe come across here. There we go. Upwards. One of those. Good point. It's not going out over here. The only other one is down here. Nope, it's still good. We'll keep an eye on it. Alright. Let me do a side platform. Let's remove all of this. We'll get in our power here. Extremely powerful. Especially when you can do stuff like that. Now you just literally have a platform in the sky. Oh, I don't even need that one. I think in one of my previous builds, I used those to build a literal airship. And it was flying quite a ways above the ground. They're working on this. Did they get these built already? No, I forgot to put... Hello, there it goes. Forgot to put a path in over there. They appreciate that. I think it's still up somewhere on my channel. You can definitely go look it up at some point. It's still there. It's just from an older build. I want to say maybe 3, maybe 2. And we are going to do... We're going to do levees. And then we will turn, I'm guessing, yep, we will turn that on and off depending on how full everything is based on the gauge. There's my stream gauge. We'll put you... Oh, I probably need something there for them to get down there. Beavers don't yet have the ability to fly, which is too bad. Well, that's about as full as this side can get. Well, maybe able to fill up just a little bit more, but still a pretty good deal. What is this at? 2.16. So those will still turn on. Be back at 9.5. I think they could go down easy. Maybe not up. What would... Oh, that's what. No, that's all the way up. What would go down easy? Oh, look at that. We even have some water over here. That's nice. Gravity. Yeah. Very true. That's fair. Those platforms are so powerful. They don't leave rubble. They don't make a noise when you delete them. They just pop in and out of existence. They're like, here, we thought you needed this. Beavers, yeah. I have always liked how they've been able to build down infinitely. Oh, there we go. To me, it just seems like, yeah, they're using gravity there. They're just walking to the edge of something and tossing the pieces down there, and they just happen to land in the perfect spot. Well, there we go. That's a good start. Platforms? Yeah, it's these side platforms. I want to say that they're under more paths. No, not more paths. I think it might just be called platforms. Yeah, I can't see the devs ever giving us a tool like that. Which is too bad, but that's okay. I understand there's a lot of stuff that's really powerful in mods that would make things difficult. Well, let's see how this works. It's not too bad. That is looking really nice. Is that what everybody else thinks? Yeah, no, I don't think they should either. I mean, there's a couple of them. Even the ladder. The ladder is super powerful and very useful. But I can't see the devs putting anything in there like that because it's just that powerful compared to regular stairs. There's a couple of them, though, I wish they would put in there. I'm not sure. I think the height mod works sometimes and doesn't work other times, but that I'd love to see that in the game. It just makes sense. Put the ladder in as a late game thing. Yeah, I could see that. Maybe turn the science points up on it or require you to have a certain building before it can be built. That might not be a bad way to gate off some of the more convenient stuff, is that you have to have some kind of research building. I think the Water Beavers mod does a lot of stuff like that, where it's technically there and you can see it and you know what you need to get it. It's just there's some requirements that you have to fulfill first. This is already back down. Good grief. Let's definitely going through the water quickly. Let's hope the next temperate season lasts quite a while. You know, I started a new Water Beavers playthrough just the other day, and I had played it once on stream, and it's very interesting. I like the direction it's going. I like the artwork in it, but there are times where it's like, I don't know what I need to do next, which is weird because with these factions, I've never really felt that until I got to basically the end of everything, I guess you could say. Everything was open, and it wasn't a question of what do I need to do next, but what do I want to do next. So, yeah, I think that would be the only thing. But if you get in there and you understand the whole tech tree and do all of that, I could definitely see, you know, putting a lot of hours into it, because there's a lot of depth there. And if there ever was something that the game, I think, needed, it's a third faction. Maybe not quite as different as the Water Beavers, but definitely a third faction. Also, the Water Beavers have hot air balloons, which is about as close as you can get to giving your beavers airships, which I'm all for. Okay, I'm going to have to put in something here. Help with water. We'll get rid of all of those. About all of these. There should be an airborne beavers. We got water beavers and now the airborne beavers. The beavers above. Eventually they'll have a mod that just puts all of the beavers into one playthrough. Folktail, Iron Teeth, water beavers, airborne. I think the water beavers mentioned like 6 other types of beavers. Polar ones, I think. Oh, I forgot about these. Polar beavers. That would be cool. Did you do that on purpose? Making puns. I guess it's forgivable. Well, those lakes didn't do too bad. No, I didn't. That's fair. That's fair. I won't send the pun patrol after you. They helped a lot. Okay. Extract. Why do you not have extract? It is literally out your front door. Oh, it's the middle of the night. Fantastic. All right. Well, we are slowly creeping our way over here. We just need more water, which we'll get in about 4 days. Everything else seems to be taking care of itself. We haven't built a heck of a lot today. Let's start doing a little planning. How about we put down... Do I want a district center here? So that we can start building over here. Is there a better place to put it? Maybe here. That's about the middle. Why don't we just put it down and then we won't connect it in yet. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll be fine. We'll do that. Eventually, those will go across there. We'll have lakes here. Well, let's start with the food first. Let's see. I suppose I should wait on the food, because if I put it in here, they're going to come try and plant it. Might not be a bad thing, though. We've got the extra beavers for it. Building lacks workers. Oh, duh. Building lacks power. Is there anything not run by a timber bot over here that could be? There we go. Simple bots. Running simple stuff. There you go. Now we have enough beavers everywhere. You supposed to be... No, that's a terrible place for those. Well, the water's staying in there. We got 3 days left. This is a bit lower than I would have liked to see it, but it's not completely empty. So that's at least a good sign. I do think we managed to capture every ounce of water that came out of this water volcano last cycle, though. So that's at least something. Seriously, guys, the extract is right there. I mean, it's like 3 feet. It's large and green. It's hard to miss. Go get it. They really like that extract for the temple. Must be some special ceremonies. Nothing to do in range. Oh, there's already people over here. There are bots over here. Well, we'll plant out some stuff. Why not? Start with some carrots. I don't want to block off the door, though. Carrots. Taters. Yeah. It's for those special services. We'll see if that'll eventually get... Oh. That always happens. I forget. First Tuesday of the month in my area. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, that's definitely testing a tornado siren. Always nice. Yep. Well, that's a start over here. We'll see if when this fills up with water, if we can plant a little bit more stuff. I always forget about the alerts. Always think there's something actual going on. In the 40s. I'm very glad they don't need air raid sirens anymore. Different district. Okay, that's they can be there. Only for a test. Yeah, I don't think this area has air raid sirens. Definitely could have. The town is very old. The house I live in is very old. You know what? While we're here, let's cap these off. While I'm here and thinking about it, I guess. There we go. Tornado glass. You just don't test it. Yeah, I figured they would probably use the same thing. But most likely they're not going to need it, which is good. That's what we want. I would love to say that hopefully they don't need the tornado part either, but that's why they have it. Let's cap those two off as well. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to get these guys water. Not 100% sure how I'm going to do that. Unless I just start... No, let's try a little experiment. If I were to say, do this, is there enough opening here to not flood everything else? As long as pipe in this game. Well, with the water extension mod that you can get, the pipes, they go up to 15. So, I mean, we could definitely put a whole bunch of pipes in, pipe the bad water underneath here, and take the good water across. Is that staying level? Depth 178, 79, 80. Definitely don't want this overflowing. We'll see if there's a level at which it stops. Well, looks like we're not going to get to find out this bad cycle. Because if we can flush the whole thing out... See, there it is. That should have appeared at 0.1. Anyway. Looks like there might not be enough room. Because if I could get it all to go out this way, we could just fill this area with regular water and pull it up just the same way into these rivers. Because these are going to be shut off here before too long. And then we won't have to worry about bad water from those anymore at all. Now, if there was only a way to get rid of this corner's bad water. It filters out eventually. I just hate wasting so much water getting it out of there. There we go. Let's put in... two? Two sidewards. There we go. Yeah, it would make it much easier, wouldn't it? There we go. That ought to increase the water area just a bit. Put that fluid dump in there. Fluid dump. There we go. I still cannot for the life of me figure out why you would want a fluid dump of bad water. If anybody knows, let me know, because I'm genuinely curious, but I can't think of any reason that you would want a fluid dump or bad water. Yes, so far so good. Our reservoir was a success. Hot storage? Yeah. There, it would be better just to put it in another storage bin. But yes, things are coming along. The reservoir's doing well. It, definitely drying up. All right, we're just going to open these up. It ought to be fine. You're good there. You're good there. We'll see if we can get this any fuller. Last time it was completely empty. This time it's mostly empty, but not completely empty. We're already back down pretty low on this. There we go. All right. Well, the trees are back up and running. Something in the future could make a fluid dump. Use of a fluid dump. That would be my only thought, too, is if at some point there was a reason to have corrupted land. Maybe you have to grow some kind of specific crop on corrupted land. But other than that, I'm not sure. Currently, I can't think of any use for it. Unless you just particularly don't like a certain crop or something. You really hate wheat and want to get rid of it. I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is done. This has probably been done for a while, and I've not came back over here to fix it. There we go. That's good enough. Corrupted berries for the zombie beavers. That would be interesting. See? There you go. Going back to the water beavers, they have wine, so maybe you have corrupted berries for that special kind of wine. Maybe you cook them in something. I'm not sure. How are we doing over here? This is looking good. Again, I don't know if this will fill, but we'll see. At least it's keeping the water at kind of the bare minimum level. They've got food over here. If this would finally... Not even up high enough for that. Are we losing water out here? Nope. Losing water on this side? Nope. Storage over there? Yeah. I do need storage over here. I guess I could build a storage complex for these guys. Do I need a storage complex as some of these other storage complexes? That is the question. You know what? Let's just make a large storage complex. Can never have too much storage, right? Yeah, you can, but we'll pretend for now that that's not a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 items, right? So I don't even need those. There we go. Bad tide approaching. Thank you, graphic. Kind of a short season, but yeah. That is a lot of storage, but that should store all of these that can go in the pile. Now, let's take a look at another storage complex here. They changed the storage extract to green. I like the green. It's so much easier to see when you're way above it. They just changed types of antifreeze, basically. They went from your basic Chrysler antifreeze back to your, your Chevy and Ford General Motors antifreeze. Was it the other way around? It's been a while since I've had to put in antifreeze. Which, considering I have to fix my car later, that's always good. Get in the faraway area. Build a second one around here to pump water into here. That might not be a bad idea either. Just so we can have water up there. The Iron Teeth power plants don't need a beaver anymore. That's not a bad thing, I guess. I mean that they've made those automated. Let's see if we can set up another one of these. It should be easy enough to get it power as well. Levy times 3. Do that. And this. 1 and 1. And check mark for distribution. That's not necessarily a bad thing. What happens to them, though, if you don't have a hauling post? Do they just take low priority on the builders? That would be a bit weird. Let's do this. Very good. Oh, sure. Might be something worth investigating. Yeah, have to look into it. There we go. That will ensure that they have water up here all the time. We need to... How's my water going over here? Not very full. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. No good selected. You can be dirt. You can be those. We'll come back to the rest. How to get to these. Put power to it. Yeah, I could do that. This. And then we'll just go straight up. You know what? Nope. I'm just going to turn. And we'll go up over here. There we go. One and not so pretty power supply later. I could build down there, or we could just do this. can I... Where's my bridge? Bridge, here, bridge. The bridge-shaped thing, Eld, that would be what your bridges are. These go over here. I could easily go over the top there, but it's alright. Gives my beavers something to do. We'll see what they can build. No good selected. Yep. Your planks. There we go. Okay. Well, now they have plenty to build. Half a day left. This is where the giant graphic, I think, should come up. Incoming bad tide. Anyway, I'll leave that alone. Right, they're all wandering over here. They're making their stuff. Let's see. How many different things go in here? One. I counted it before, but I never remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's our bad tide. Double check to make sure gates are correct, because I don't trust them otherwise. Seem okay. It's not bad. We'll see how much this lowers this time without lowering the gates. Makes the trees up here a little dry, but they'll be all right. I'm not that worried about lumber. So I have 21. What do we got? 9, 10. Nope, that's exactly the wrong way. There's 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I guess I could put 3 back here. Nope, that one. 21. Plenty of storage there. Did I face those the wrong way? Those two I did, yep. There we go. Oh, we need... Ta-da! That is a whole lot of storage. Wait, did I? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Somehow I made these off-center. I have 3. Delete that. There we go. We'll do that for now. Move those. Oops. That should be okay, right? But since I don't need this storage right away, we're going to lower the priority on all this. There we go. They can go work on some of this stuff over here. What are we doing here? Oh, that one's capped. Hey, they're both capped. All right. Oof, we've got a 26-day drought. That is a long drought. But we should have the water to take care of that. Or at least I hope so. We're not losing any water off the map as far as I can tell. We have plenty stored up. Food is going fine. Lumber is going fine. No good selected. Oh, okay, well. Books. Why not? Are they working on this over here? They should be. Where are you guys going? Oh, carrots. I see. We'll make that look a little nicer after they build it. There we go. How are you guys? They're getting along pretty well. You have plenty of maple syrup? Sort of. They're working on it. How's our power supply doing? No linked objects? Oh. Plenty of supply. Plenty of charge. What is that? 1, 2... 1,270,000. That's not a bad amount of charge. See if they can get this in, though. These guys have all sorts. What the heck happened over here? They still sorting out beavers? Need water over here? Yeah, that'll disappear here pretty soon, but that's okay. That's just a temporary thing anyway until we can get other stuff in there. This bothers me, though. I wonder if I can extend this canal out just a bit. Let's do this. Remove these and that. I mean, I could definitely send beavers over there that I don't want. 26 of them. I've got 6. beavers that need switched over. You. And you. And we'll change you. And you. I guess we'll change all these guys. There we go. Looks good there. There's an extra beaver. Okay. They can work through that. Not a big deal. Looks good. Looks very good. Have those on cut? I don't have those on cut. That would be why they're not getting cut. Okay. Now what I'd like to do is... let's blow this up first. Don't step on that, please. Did it reach down to here? That seems silly. Anyway. Moving on down. You should be dumping stuff in there. Let's get you a timber bot so we know that you're being built correctly there. Many beavers just kind of hanging out. Mostly because they are without housing. Make sure minimum 50. Apparently we have 140. Okay. Crescent Lake is okay. District 4 we haven't came up with. Where are you guys building these? There's nothing there that you should be building. Should all be over here. Some beavers just don't pay attention. I wonder. I'm going to try something just for the sake of trying it. No other reason, really. Do this, this, and one of these. There we go. Also, builder's huts. I'm going to make a builder's hut area. Just get a bunch of these bots at least put to work. There we go. Say these are sort of important. You can even go in there. They built us bots? No, I don't even have bots unlocked for these. Usually it's not worth putting bots in here, but we've got 50 extra bots, so might as well get some use out of them, right? Even if they end up building slightly slower because they're always out of fuel. Let's see if we can get some maybe fuel storage for them over here. We'll just do a medium tank for now. Biofuel. Am I low on biofuel? Do I need to make some more biofuel? What's catalyst? 716. Okay, well, not a problem. There we go. We've got the potatoes for it. Let's say you guys are also slightly more important. And now let's move a lot of these. Yeah, that's still dead in there. What a pain in the butt. Let's move some of these bots over before I forget. 65. So I go 90. That at least fills up most of them. I won't be too picky with that. What are we doing over here? Not bad, they're getting stuff in. Oh, there's all those. Please don't stand on the dynamite. That's just a bad idea. There we go. Now we've got kind of an underpass system. That'll work. We're going to do the same thing over here. Like I said, not extremely useful, but I think it's kind of neat, so we're going to do it again. No good is selected. Okay, we've got dynamite. We need gears. They're getting through all of that. And then finally, we'll have some water over here. No recipe. Oh, sorry. Biofuel. Oh, not carrots. Biofuel potatoes. 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 There we go. Say a lot of these are less important. Well, maybe. We're not going to have any builders left by the time we've gone through all of them. The lights just turn on and off. There we go. Underpass looks good. Thank you. I think it's a neat addition. Let's go paper. Let's go pine. And full platforms here. Get the other warehouses in. Now, should they need to come out that way for anything later, They can. Seems to be fairly popular. They're getting stuff in here. What do we got next? We got paper, we got plastic, we got punch cards. Better put an obtain on this or they'll never get any over here. There we go. If they want catalysts, they're going to have to go into town. Well, those are dead, so we don't need people here at the moment. How is my reservoir looking? Not terrible. It'll make it to the end, but I don't know how much it'll make it to the end by. It is really trying here. It just does not seem to be making any headway on the water level. It's definitely not escaping anywhere. Unless it's escaping here. It doesn't look like it's escaping here. Come on, giant berry farm, get out of the way. Oh. Well. Not that it is escaping there, but it definitely could. So, let's fix this before it becomes a problem. Heavy and dam pieces. Yes, that is what I want. There's those. There we go. We'll let them fill that back up. In fact, I would like them to make that very high priority, so they get that done. Restore that. No good selected. Oh, they're starting to get this in there. Let's see. I've got the paper. Fine. I've got the punch cards. Guess we'll start on the cattail flower. And... oops. No good selected. Sure, we'll make that cattail flower. Why not? And then cattails. And then chestnuts. Oop. That's connected in. And potatoes, very important. They're working their way to get the power connected. As soon as that's connected, though, it should start getting some water back in here. Now, how much that can actually fill on its own, I don't know. But we'll let it go, just to see what it can do. This valve is keeping the lake pretty full, though. I like that. Got potatoes. We've got water. Anything strange going on over here other than this small dying area in here? Not particularly. Very nice mud. I like it. I think it was one of the later ones to be updated for 5, or at least it was currently. I think that's because they had to remove the irrigation tower that used to be part of it. But since it's been working, it's been pretty nice. I do like that quite a bit. The only thing I haven't really found a use for yet is this one-way valve H. I thought it worked like a siphon where it would pull water from this lower level up to the higher level, but can you use them? You can. Yeah, you can use them to filter water or move bad water around as well. So, yeah. But this one I thought would work like a siphon and pull it up one level, which would be very useful, but you have to have water at the top of this dam on this side for this one to function. Yeah, I can't remember what they output at. I know it says on the forums what they output as. The CMS that they output at, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I think some of the other ones, like the valves, will tell you. In fact, I think they even let you control it. Yeah, limit routed flow. So, yeah. Things are getting built pretty quickly. Need a way for them to get probably up to these, don't I? Oh, let's do a spiral staircase. Just because they look nice. Let's do this spiral staircase. That one. And then this. Single one there. There we go. Is that the right height? That's not the right height. Yeah, that is the right height. And then we can just come around to 2 high paths all the way around. Do I want to do 2 high paths, or do I want to do suspended platforms? I could definitely do suspended platforms here. And then you don't have to see all of the pillars underneath. You still have to see the supports, though, don't you? I'm not sure that's any better. Let's see. Any other options? Reinforced platforms. We'll just do this. Yep. We'll make the decision. Come across here. And let's put in stairs on the other side too. There we go. Oops. That one. That one. This. That. Oh, I missed. I missed. There we go. That's a good second step, I think. We got potatoes. We need spatterdock. You guys are so close to being done with that. We're only halfway through the drought here. Do. That worked, but those are just dried up. Yeah, I've got Lido's at two different heights here, because sometimes my river is up at this height, sometimes it's up at this height. These are at least staying better, I guess you could say. I could probably put in some mud baths over here. Let's see. It's under well-being. There we go. Oh, I forgot to get the new dance hall in, didn't I? There we go. We'll take that out and just take the power underneath whenever they get to it. Where can I put a dance hall? Well, let's put it up here. There we go. Dance hall for them. Ferris wheel is working again. Huh. Didn't even notice. Well, we could get them a Ferris wheel. Should be easy enough. Right. Go to church and then go to dance. I know a lot of churches have that, what do they call it? Something or other hall. Where they all meet after church. Which leaves a lot of vague speculation, but I think around here the place they go after church is usually called a bar. Are we starting to lose out on extract? No. Just a bit lower than I thought it would be. Huh. That can go. That can go. There we go. Church brunch. There is a certain older crowd around here, that's for sure, that will go to restaurants right after church. You can always tell when church gets out around here, because the restaurants are instantly full. Oh, wow, they got that done already? Okay, well. Let's go under there. Reset you. Need to find a place for a dance hall over here somewhere. You know what? Since, they don't really look like they'll be growing much here anymore. Yep. And how far over does this go? So right to there. Decoration, well-being. All of this can go. And now we'll get them a dance hall. Once I get all of these flowers out of there. There we go. I guess if your dancing isn't good enough, they'll throw you over here in the fields with the bees. What else do they need? They could use a carousel and a Ferris wheel. Both of which I could probably easily put over here and get powered. No good selected. Carrots. Grilled chestnuts. There we go. Oh, we've got storage. Now we just need the water. Potatoes. They are... looks like one away. They dropped the log off, but then didn't finish building it. There we go. Using a lot of power. We might have to build another wind farm if it starts dropping too low. There we go. Look at that. We've got water flowing back in. That's a good thing. You know what I forgot to get storage for? All the liquids. How many liquids are there? One, two, three, four, 5, 7. We're not going to store bad water. We're not going to store medicine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I really only need 5 of them. In fact, I really only need 4 because I would like water to be stored separately. Let's see. So that, nope. We'll do biofuel. We'll do catalyst. We'll do extract. There's the maple syrup. Now we need special place for water. We need a couple more of those than anything else. There we go. Gives them a good reason to use this underpass over here. How's my supplies doing? Not bad. Everything seems to reasonably be keeping up at the moment. Water. All the time. Looks good. Here, I need to switch this out real quick, so those have to come out. They'll have to go around the other way. Now for a way to... Yeah, we're going to have to put probably some pumping stations in here. There we go. That needs to be high priority so that they can pass through there quicker. 1, 2. That will get the last of that built. We can probably hang some of them off the edge over here. Probably also make it a little more accessible. I say doing something like that. Of course, they can't actually get to most of that, so we'll just do stairs. Could have done a ladder, but that's okay. We'll let them worry about that. How are we doing here? Oh, the water's still spreading out. All right. what I want to see. Doesn't have to be fast. It just has to work. What are we on? Spatterdock? Let's see. You're good. Spatterdock. Be for pastries. One short, or did I assign something twice? Hmm. Flour. Not sure. Only counted 21. Cattail flour, wheat flour, grilled spatterdock, potatoes, explosives. Let's start getting in some of the other. Oh, look at that. Goodbye, frames. There we go. Done. Okay. Oak needs planted. There we go. At least a good start. No, build that. Paused it at 98% built instead of just built and waiting. Water's making its way over here. That's good. I could probably turn these into dams, and then it would flow out this way. And if I put dams here, might yet do that. For a little extra green land. Nothing to do in range. Oh. Sorry, I hadn't got back to you yet. Power. Ah. Down we go. That goes out. They'll get that. We should have power there. And then, what else do I need? I'm gonna unlock this just to unlock it. There's our beavers dancing. What update does that say on that sign? Update 10. There's RCE. Seems to be doing alright these days. There's the other RCE. Nobody likes RCE. Why? I kind of like a sign that just says Y on it. Also kind of like a sign right outside a temple that just says Y on it. $150. Why? Why not? That is the perfect answer. Why? Why not? Let's see. I have 117 have beds. Alright, if I start letting them back into the house. I'm gonna need 4 houses where they're completely filled. Alright, there. That's fine. They're back to dancing. Okay, well. Oh, they emptied out the whole large reservoir. And we still got just under 6 days left to go. We have 14,000 water, though, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll prioritize, or else they never get their stuff. There we go. We've got the mud baths up and running. Too bad. One of these is full. 3 out of 4 of those. What is this? Extract? Okay, well. We'll check back in on that. We'll be able to get as much bad water as we probably want or need. How far has the water made it here? Actually, that's not bad. This one pump managed to fill up most of this. It's still working on filling it up overall. But it has really turned this area green. I guess it's technically 2 pumps. Like I could almost use another wind farm. First things first. Let's get rid of this. Yep. These. Yep. If I were to put this on here like so, would that actually be powered? I would think it would be, but let's find out. Maybe if somebody would get over here and build it. Thank you. Yeah, it's powered. That makes this easy. Wind, more wind. There we go. First row. That'll do just fine. We'll check the power after they get that in. Trees lacking over here. Well, that storage is in. Water is in. Looking good. All right. I need just a minute here, so I will be right back. There we go. All right. Good morning. I'm just getting back from a short break there. Good to see you. We've been working on this quadrant today. Got our storage set up for us. Got rivers full. Plenty of nice land here. Been a very long bad tide. But I'm hoping the next temperate cycle is a little easier on us and gives us a bit longer. Plenty of wheat there in that field that hasn't been harvested. Same here. Are we low on wheat? No. Not sure. Strange. Well, I got Ferris wheel in. All right. There's somebody riding it. Riding the Ferris wheel by themselves. Oh yes, we get this huge reservoir. It fills up about half to 3/4 the way. But I've yet to see it fully fill up. Even when it has traps all of the water that comes out of our volcano. All the usable water. We have to wait for the bad water to flush away first, of course. But it definitely captures every drop. Are we still, excuse me, losing power? I just put you guys in there. I guess it doesn't matter if there's no wind. Hopefully, the wind kicks back up here. There it goes. Still down a bit. All that dried up in the last couple of days. Oh well. The only way I think we could capture more water is if we made this reservoir all the way around and then put filters in for bad water probably out this way and good water out the other ways. But we're not looking to do that at the moment. There, finally some decent wind. 3,000. Okay. What's his? Oh. So we can't put one there. We can't put one there. Only gonna put one in that line up with the other ones. Slow it down for just a second. There we go. It's a little bit more windy there. Like, they're low. It happens. Hopefully after next season, they'll be able to fill up those 6. Hmm. All right. This is looking pretty good. Let's switch these over to regular beavers. Yeah, I don't think it'll hurt it that much. Actually, no, I'd prefer these be bots. Maybe some of the other things be regular beavers, like that. A lot of those missing are probably in this builder's complex over here. Yep. We're really only down 3 bots. I can probably live with that. Right. Memorial Bridge is still around. Yep. Our experimental area is still here. It's low on water at the moment, but yep, it's still there too. Oh, their bad tide ended. Oh, it's letting all the water out of there? That's right. It does that occasionally. As soon as this water gets out of there. If I close that, will that force it to take out, go out that way quicker? Force a greater current that way? Not really, no. I mean, I suppose I could put a little bad water down there. These automatically filter that out. I could say just do water only. And then whenever it starts to get low, it'll dry up. I guess we could do that. Let's do that. Good water. That way we can get a little bit more water here and there. Good only. Good. Plus the amount of good ought to make the concentration on that pretty low. Oh, I can also take these out. I keep forgetting I was working on that. There we go. 0. 0. All the way up. All the way up. Like I said, there should only be good water coming out of there. Here we go. We're on our way to filling. Bad. It's got a decent amount of water up there. For just one pump. Or set of one pumps, I guess. Already starting to fill stuff back up. That's what we wanted to see. This? Okay, just really one. That's not bad. That should fill back up here before too long. At least I hope so. That's working on filling. Still pouring water out over here. Yeah, looks like it. No, they're trying really hard there to get this river filled up. Wood. This we probably don't need to cut anymore. That's all done. That's done. Yep, that's out of here. Good to go. Yeah. It is. I was surprised myself. It is keeping up with evaporation at this height, at about 0.5 blocks, I would say. Seems to be keeping up with evaporation pretty well. I haven't seen it go over this, though, so that might be its limit. We're not pouring this off the other side, are we? No. It's taking a while to fill up. This is filling up. All of this is filling back up. Now, when you get that long of a drought, it takes a while. Thought you'd need at least 3. I really thought I'd need at least 2, but so far this one's done fine. Oh, we got a drought approaching already. This large reservoir definitely is not going to be anywhere close to full. But we'll keep capturing as much as we can. This is full, which means this lake should fill back up here before too long. That's good. Just gonna see how much this fills up. It might take a minute. Just do that. They are really coming along, that's for sure. Trying to fill stuff up over here. It definitely has a while to go on that. Is that going up at all? Going up here. Going out over here? No, not going out there. Doesn't seem to be going out there either. Is it going up? Yeah, it's going up. Okay, well, that's good at least. Just got a very wide area that it needs to fill up. Oops. I want to zoom in. I want to reset. There we go. That should be refilled. This should be refilled. Those should be pulling in water to get more here. How far on the other side can you go? Not very. Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing, but oh well. They are still trying to fill this up over here. Did you fill up? No, let's do that. Oh, I don't think the water is high enough to send any water down there. All right, for just a second, I need to send a bit of water down this way. Fill everything up here. There we go. We'll see if that can help fill up the river while still filling up the reservoir here. Don't know if it'll be able to in a day. But we'll take whatever we can get. Get a long drought, it's going to deplete the reservoir again. If we get a short drought, we might be able to keep some of it. The river looks fuller than it's been in a while. Which is good. That's kind of what we want to see. Did I miss a tree down here? No? Alright, those are good. What droughts that many? Yeah, a short drought would be like 16 to like a 21. I would consider that a short drought. The 21 to 24 range, about a medium. And then anything over that, I would say, is a longer drought. It's those last couple of days. Yeah, river's high enough to actually be over some of the Ludos here. That hasn't happened in a good while. We'll take what we can get. Our experimental sculpture there, I guess you could call it, is running again. Some wind at some point, obviously. All right. Is this still filling? Oh, there's the drought. The 24, so a medium. It's not in the... not close to 30s, so that's better. Kind of the not terrible, but not great either. There we go. Here, this is doing just fine. Does look like it's gone up just a little bit. In fact, it's gone up enough that it turned this green so they could do some potatoes over here. Good to see. Suppose I could knock down this mountain right here. Give them a little more room. Or we could just do farming over here. One farmhouse there. Why is that road crooked? Must have been something in the way at some point. Let's see. Sunflowers here. Field of potatoes here. Extra wheat down here. Could probably put in at least a couple of these. Yeah, I'll worry about more later. Operation Blasted is always better. Insert Kaboom Penguins here. You know, I am surprised, even after all of the updates, still one of the best parts of this game is still the dynamite. Just satisfying. Let's just go ahead and take this down. At least part of it down. There we go. One mountain will be kaboomed. Eventually. Building lacks workers. Even more satisfying. True. You can erase a mountain pretty quickly with those. Speaking of which, I can probably put a couple of those around here, or at least the twos. There we go. Look at that room for potatoes. So much potato room. Yeah, I did see that the other day when I was trying them out. They had the 4 dynamite. Which does make me wonder a little bit if they can mod how many of those, or how many squares get taken out. There's somebody that just doesn't come out with a hyper explosive mod that gives you dynamite up to maybe like 15, like the gates are. Yup. Could obliterate a whole mountainside and just watch in awe. Oh, there's the sign in. Interesting. Why? Yeah. Still don't know. To the bottom. Yeah, no matter how tall the... Yep, something like that. What's my power doing? We're losing a ton of power. Mostly because the wind refuses to blow. That can happen. Well, at least the bots don't get in there and dance. One guy in there dancing on his own there. Switch that over. Against the robot. That's what I was thinking. They could dance the robot. Then again, they used to sit on benches, but I think they took that out. I could never understand why robots needed to take a rest on a bench. But I don't think they do that anymore. Very colorful storage, that's for sure. There we go. All the green. They both did at one point. The golems definitely did when they were still there. The bots would sit for a while. I think it's only been a recent change that they stopped sitting on benches. I don't know why there's just a random log out in the middle of the field, but okay. I don't want to ask. Carrots. I forgot the carrots. Yep. Bots used to have souls and take times to stare at their existence and think about it. Maybe that could be what they were doing. Maybe whoever programmed them got a little too close to what it actually is to be a beaver. Run existentialcrisis.exe. Well, that water's not lasting for too long. Not as long as I would like it to, but it's all right. Water's still going up, sort of. Are these still outputting water? Yeah, they are. I feel like that should still be going up, but it doesn't seem to be. We're done with the ice cream and start nibbling on the wooden stick. That's fair. Mine was always popsicles, though. Never much cared for the ice cream that came with the wooden stick, but the popsicles were good. You guys are... whole thing's looking really good. Please tell me that... oh, good. Batteries got fully charged for a change. The wind actually picked up. Drumsticks. They still come wrapped in paper. And obviously beavers eat paper because we have no idea what happens to the books in this after they read them. Why they disappear. Always pulling water in. It's looking good. Well, I think this might be at almost the top level that it'll go to. There you go. See? Depth 0.80. Well, let's say I want to attach this, and we're going to pause when it is, nope, pause greater than about 0.94. Unpause if it's greater than 0. Pause if it's greater than this. Unpause if it's less than that. That's what we want. There we go. So that should shut that off. We'll attach this stream gauge too. And we'll say that one. Oh, fidgety. There. Nope. Maybe. Nope. 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 There we go. 84, 92. Come on, 94, 97. 94. 92, 94. There we go. Once that gets up to right at the top, we'll stop pumping these things out. But yeah, it's definitely kept this nice and full. However, our reservoir is already dry. Oh well, that can happen. The water down below is higher than it's been in a while. See, here is where I wouldn't care if the bad water got in a little bit, because during this time it would probably dry up. Or at least mostly dry up. Dance hall. Well, we could put in a carousel. We don't have what in the world? They changed the carousel? I don't remember them reading anything about changing the carousel. Is that on the entrance on the first level or the second level? Looks like if pumping good water instead of water pond raise contamination, or you could actually create more water like that. My guess is that it would raise the contamination on that. Yeah, that's definitely different. Huh. So now the entrance is on second one? Second level? Interesting. So if I were to say is it from the patch 5 or just never used one? I don't know. It's the first time seeing it. I don't remember seeing anything that said they changed how the carousel looks. but I also don't have any mods that should change how the carousel looks. So I'm not 100% sure there. Oh, it'll fit into the ground just that way. Beavers pass right under it. Interesting. Seems a bit dangerous, but I'm not a beaver, so we'll let them have their fun. Let's take a look. Once it starts, we'll see how it runs. All right, well, have a good meeting. I'm wrapping up here in just a minute. In fact, that will probably be the last thing I get done today. So we're going to call it there for the day. I will be back with this on Friday, same time. I'm over on Twitch on Wednesday. We're doing SteamWorld Build over there this week. I should have a new one of my other series out in about an hour or so, I hope. And hope to do another series on SteamWorld Build. So I think that's everything I've got. So, as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by, and hope to see you next time. Bye!